All right, gang. It's HD, Harold Duferini. And it's a Sunday afternoon. And we are in Jefferson, right off of Clearview over here. And in an Elmwood area. And where we're going to go eat at is a place we never come eat at. We are going to eat at Copelands over here. The Elmwood location. Now, Copeland's is like a place me and Mrs. D never comes eat. I don't know why. I think the last time we came eat at Copeland's was probably 13, 14, maybe even longer, years ago. We just don't eat at this place. And my daughter's gonna join me today. And they say they're the same way. Like, we don't ever go eat at Copeland's. Why? I don't know. I always considered Copeland's, the times I went to eat, was like a overrated Popeye, like a Popeye's next level. So I never went to eat. I said, it's just a Popeye's fancied up, because it was owned by Al Copeland, I guess. So that was my thinking. So we're gonna go give this a shot on a Sunday, and see what we got. Is it any good? Is there a reason why we haven't come eat? And I think we only ate here since me and Mrs. D's been married for 38 years. I think we only ate at Copeland's twice in our life. And there's locations all around. We pass them every time we're in any place. But we just don't stop and eat. So let's go check it out and see what they got and see if it's any good. Me and Mrs. D's and my family's gonna go check it out. All right, gang, we made it in. My grandson's looking at me like I'm nuts over there. But anyway, gang, we made it in, and it's a nice place. My son-in-law said they just renovated it, or they recently. A lot of places to sit. Like I said, we haven't eaten. Jody, when was the last time y'all ever ate at Copeland? Yeah, it's more. Copeland's is like one of these places you pass in front of it all the time, and we never stop. At least we don't. I don't know why. But anyway, I got the red beans and rice because I want to see if the red beans and rice are really Popeye's red beans and rice. I'm going to check it out and see. Maybe there's one level above Popeye. Mrs. D, what you got?
Benedict.
Copeland Benedict. Copeland Benedict. And my daughter, Jody, got the chicken and waffles. And Jeff, what you got?
I got the Crescent City Creole omelet.
Oh, an omelet. Crescent City Creole omelet. Bye. Oh, my grandson's going crazy over the train over there. You saw that train? All right, gang. We're gonna come back whenever we get our food. So whenever we get our food, we'll be right back. So can't wait to try it. Maybe Mrs. D's gonna let me try her Benedict. So, all right, be right back. All right, gang. We got our food. Well, it was about 20-minute wait. It wasn't that bad, really. Now, I'm just gonna go around before everybody starts eating, but I'll show y'all what everybody got. Jody, my daughter, got the chicken and waffles. What is that? Chicken wings and chicken tenders? Oh, wow.
That looks really
good. Those are good. Jeff got that omelet. I got the red beans and rice. Oh, what's that?
I said my chicken tastes like Popeyes.
Oh, Joe. Well, that's what the whole thing was, to see if it's an overrated, just a Popeyes in disguise. And Jody just said it tastes like Popeyes fried chicken. And Mrs. D got her Copeland Benedicts with potatoes. And I don't know, that biscuit don't look like a Popeyes biscuit, honestly.
No,
so, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not an over.
It's good though.
Jody said it's good, so let's try this out. They gave me 2 plates because they know I'm a big eater. They had to give me 2 plates. All right. Now I know Popeye's red bean. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something real fast. They give you more rice and beans over here. I'm gonna show you. They're kind of skimpy on the beans. I'll be honest with you right here. There's a lot more rice than beans, but that's okay with me. I'm okay with that if it's good. So I got it with the.
Tastes like a Popeye's biscuit or better?
Oh, yeah? Oh, Jeff just said, my son-in-law said it tastes like a Popeye's biscuit, but better. So let's give this, I'll try the biscuit first. It does. It's like an elevated Popeye's biscuit.
I'm gonna have to try it.
You didn't get one?
No.
Are you serious? You really didn't get one?
It didn't come with one. I just took a little bite.
I thought it said it all did.
Oh.
Whoa, somebody's getting something special there with a
Check
sparkle.
Check
So-
the menu on your phone. Tell you can get your biscuits.
So the Mrs. D
Said
got,
they all did.
Jody, Mrs. D got biscuits underneath her omelet if you want your egg.
My night's dirty. I'm gonna give you half of my biscuit.
All right. So while we're figuring out the biscuit situation, I thought that biscuit was excellent.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try these red beans. All right.
No, mine is- Thank you.
Gang. These are definite Popeye's red beans. I guarantee it. I've eaten enough Popeye's red beans. Now, I'm not complaining because I love Popeye's red beans, but it is Popeye's red beans. I guarantee you that. When you've been eating Popeye's red beans your whole life, you know what Popeye's red beans taste like, which is good. I mean, I figured that. And then those beans have a little spice, and then the smoked sausage doesn't do me
Put your
sausage.
pancake in it? You want some chicken?
I tell you what, that smoked sausages is excellent. Mrs. D's, how's your been today?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna try it if you don't mind. Look, I got extra pork. Just to try. I'm gonna try a little bit of her. Not much, because I know she'll leave some in the plate and I'll eat that later. But I'm gonna try. What is that called? The Copeland Benedict. All right.
I didn't know you liked that, Mom.
I didn't think you like that either. But it's good as a biscuit with ham and then the egg benedict right on top. I'm gonna try one of the potatoes if you don't mind, Mrs. D. Could use some ketchup on there. Jody, how's your?
Really good. I just
Really?
need some ketchup.
Yeah, that's what we said too. Some ketchup.
Around for anything.
And Jeff, how's your omelet too?
Very good.
Good. Gang, so far so good. Like I said, we never come eat here, but so far everything's tasting good. I'll either be back in a little bit or I'll give you my final thoughts outside. And I'm gonna eat these red beans because these red beans are fantastic. All right, be right back. All right, gang, I'm gonna give my final thoughts in the vehicle, but my daughter and son-in-law is not gonna be in the vehicle with me, so and I'll get Mrs. D's in the vehicle. Jody, what do you give your food and experience?
I give it a B plus.
A B plus.
I normally like my waffles a little crispy and it was a little soggy.
Okay, but the chicken was good. I
Chicken
tried
was really
the chicken.
good, and the biscuit.
Yeah, Jeff.
Mine was terrible. I would definitely give what I got an A plus.
An A.
Really good.
Very good. All right, gang. Well, thank y'all for giving y'all opinions. You see, whenever you eat with Harold Dufresne, you know I'm going to go around the room. But I'm going to give my final thoughts in the vehicle outside. So, be back in a little bit. All right, gang. Well, you heard my daughter. My daughter Jody gave it a B plus. My son-in-law Jeff gave it an A. His food. He cleaned out that plate. There was not a drop of food left on his plate. Now it comes time for HD to give his opinion. Now look, when I started this video, I said, is it an overrated next level Popeyes? Because that's what I always considered Copeland's, like a Popeyes. Because it was owned by Al Copeland. And I always considered having the same food, just a little bit elevated. Now look, my red beans, those were definitely Popeye's red beans, okay? The smoked sausage was very good, but I'm not going to say, oh, they're Popeye's red beans, so they weren't. I love Popeye's red beans, and I knew it would be the same red beans as Popeye's. I knew that walking in. So that biscuit was on another, I love Popeye's biscuits, but sometimes you get not a great biscuit at Popeye. Sometimes they're skinny and, but these biscuits were big and fluff, and they tasted just like a Popeye's biscuit, and they were good. Like I said, we don't ever come eat at Copeland's. This is probably the second. Last time we came eating was Copeland's was about 15 years ago. So, gang, what do I give my food? What do I give the whole experience? Now, I had a great experience. I had a good time with my family. I'm giving it an A. Okay? To me, the food was fantastic. The service was good. Now, saying that, there was a table on the side of us. And I talked to the table. And because I'll talk to people when I see them unhappy. And they waited for their food for 1 hour. They got their appetizers and they were waiting for their food. And they were visually very upset, right? He said, oh, forget about this. I already lost my appetite. Now I have to wait for my food for an hour. Then I saw the restaurant gave it to them, their appetizers to them for free. So, they never got their food. They never got their food. They were waiting there an hour. Now, it took about, 15 minutes or so to get our food. They came out pretty good. They probably got forgotten. So, that just shows you an example of how I'm giving it an A, but somebody else had a bad experience like that, and I'm sure they would have gave it a D or an F, because they walked out of there upset with no food. And it happened to me and D a bunch of times. So when people say, oh, you're so negative, it's your experience. Just because somebody went eat at a place and they had the best meals ever, it just takes that one time to have a bad experience like those people did, and they'll probably never be back because they didn't get their food after an hour. They were still waiting for their food. They were forgotten. So I just want to use that as an example why some people say, well, I always eat there, it's an A. Well, good, that's you. But sometimes when you go eat places, you have a different experience than everybody else. And I always rate the experience I have. Not what other people have, what I have. All right, Mrs. D, saying all that, what do you give your food at Copeland's over here in Elmwood?
It was good.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
It was.
Yeah, well, you give it grade.
I guess A-.
A-, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. What was the minus part? No, you don't have to say. You don't have to say. A- is a good score, and her food was good too, and we're leaving full. I was happy with my food. Mrs. D was happy with her food. My family, my daughter, my son-in-law are all happy with their food. So can't beat that experience. It wasn't very crowded in there. I thought it was going to be packed. I'll be honest with you. I mean, that goes to show you. When we used to go eat at Copeland's, it used to always be packed. I guess, and more people are like us, and you just don't go eat at Copeland's. So, saying that, I'm giving it an A. I would come eat here again. I would definitely. I always thought Copeland's was so super expensive. Our bill was $27. I mean, I had the red beans and rice with sausage, and Mrs. D got the Copeland's Benedict, but it was only $27. I mean, you can't beat that. How can you go wrong? All right, gang. When we were eating, my daughter asked me, how many more subscribers you need to reach 1,000? And I told her. So do me a favor. Subscribe if you like our content. We appreciate it. And that's about all I got to say. We're in Elmwood, and we just went to eat at Copeland's. Haven't eaten at Copeland's in over 15 years. I'm glad we came this Sunday. It was Mrs. D's idea. I don't think I mentioned that. Mrs. D's idea to eat at Copeland's. Some friends of ours went eat at Copeland's for their anniversary, and they said it was good. So Mrs. D said, oh, we haven't eaten there in forever, so we came to eat at Copeland's. Good experience. Our experience was great. A- for Mrs. D, B+ for my daughter, and A for my son-in-law. All right, gang. Till next time, there's Harold Dufresne with After Show Chat. Later.